Hello there. Well, I'm really excited right now to share with you this very powerful concept of being desireless. Now, if you just pay your full attention here for some time and try to grasp what I'm trying to share with you, it is going to be life changing for you. It is going to shift the level of your energy and you can call it paradigm to a higher level. The wisdom about life is going to increase instantly when you understand this concept, and you're going to find a way to be happy right now. Plus, it is going to create a space for you for true success. We all want true success in life, right? So I would like you to pay your full attention and try to understand this concept, because I think we all might have heard Mahatma Buddha has said that being desireless, he said, desire is the root of all suffering, right? When I heard it for the first time and many times after, in the beginning it did not make any sense to me, much sense to me, because I could not comprehend it. Slowly, as I was on my journey of self-development and self-growth, I started realizing that most of the desires that we have just to show off to the society. It's all those big cars and big bling just to show off to the people around you. For your own self, you don't need that much. So I started becoming minimalist and essentialist, and most of my desires became very minimal. It was only for self-growth and self-development. But recently I read a book from Frederick Dodson, Levels of Energy, and in that book I could understand this concept of being desireless very nicely, and now I understand why Buddha said desires is the root to all suffering. Desires are the root to all suffering, right? So let's begin. Let's jump into this whole thing, and I'll try to share with you what I've learned through the journey of my self-development and this epiphany movement, where I could experience how desires are holding us back from our happiness. And this is not going to be just a theory video. It is going to be an experience for you. By listening and looking at this video, you are going to go through an experience. Okay, so let's begin. Let's imagine when you were a child. Okay, so suppose this is you as a child, and this is let's take it as a day. Your whole day, every days when you were a child, most of the time that you would spend in playing around, right? And a very little time, very little fraction of time a child spends in desires. A child can desire for a cycle, a chocolate, a new toy, right? He may even cry over that desire of his or her. But most of the time, even after crying, he just gets up and goes into the present moment and starts playing. Okay, so most of the time the child, it spends in being in the present moment and playing around. Okay, and may it be a rich kid or a poor kid, if may it be a kid from America or Africa. Even if a kid does not have a toy, a poor kid, a kid is going to make a toy out of a pencil. He is going to make an aeroplane out of pencil and play for hours like this, right? So kids are very imaginative, and by default you will find that all the kids are mostly happy and full of energy, right? And even you and me, when we were kids, we were full of happiness and energy. That was our default mode. But the question is, what happened when we grew as an adult? Why most of the adults lack that kind of energy and that kind of spontaneous happiness? Okay, let's dwell into it. Let's get into it. See, when we saw a kid whole day, he would spend most of his time in playing around and very little time in desire, right? But let's look at an adult. most of the time of an adult, most of the time, is thinking, is desiring to be like this, desiring to have this, have that, have this. Okay, it's a constant competition. All right, I have this, now I'm going to have this, now I have this, now I'm going to have that. So most of the time adult is just thinking, desiring, thinking, desiring. See, what is happening is, when you desire something higher in future, in your present you are creating a lack. Okay, I don't have that thing, and this lack, now understand, try to understand and listen very carefully. Now this being in future and creating a lack in the present moment, being in lack, being in scarcity, feeling insufficient, that I don't have that thing, is going to give you and me negative feelings, not positive feelings. Okay, and when you feel negative, you are going to not only feel negative, it is going to give a toll on your body. Your body language, when you're feeling abundance and sufficient and like happy, your body language is going to be in an expanded form, right? But when you are feeling lack and insufficiency, your body language is going to be in a contracted form. Okay, so example here is a plant called touch me not. Okay, you touch that plant and that plant contracts. Okay, and see the body language of most of the adults, they are in contracted form, tight from here, shoulders down. Okay, maybe even if they are doing exercises, but still that there is tightness. And look at the kids body language, so relaxed, so expanded. Okay, and here so much contraction, and that taxes our body. It takes toll on our body, and it's not a very efficient way to move around. All right, this is demanding on your body, and it makes you tired. Number one thing. Number two, when we see our mind, how this lack is taxing to our mind also. You see, thinking and desiring requires energy. Okay, and it has become a chronic disease for most of the adult humans to keep on thinking. It's a chronic thing. Okay, keep on thinking, desiring, thinking, desiring, and that takes a lot of toll on your brain. Okay, on your mind. Okay, and no wonder you don't have energy. Okay, it is taxing your body, it is taxing your mind. All right, so that is why you feel deficient in energy. And if this was not enough, just few decades ago there was an invention called TV. Okay, because earlier when we used to had free time, we could introspect, but now our free time is filled with watching TV or mobiles. I'm going to come to mobile, but first let's see TV. Okay, this idiot box, aka TV, when you watch it, let's see, most of the things, the primary things are news, serials, and celebrities. Let's see one by one what they give us. Now when you switch on news, how are the news? The news are, everything is good in world, all the people in the world are happy, right? No, if the news are like that, you will not watch news, it will be boring, right? So news are like, things are exploding here, the buildings are, pandemic is coming here, the buildings are falling down there, and all sort of people getting killed, and all sort of things that you should not start your morning with. Okay, but this catches you. If it was just all good news, you won't listen to it. That business is run by fear. Okay, fear sells, because when there is fear, you want to know the whole thing. Okay, so news are going to give you desire for safety. Okay, they are going to make you feel unsafe, and then you are going to desire safety. So desire of safety is also giving you lack of safety. It is putting you into lack, and what a good way to start your morning with, right? Second thing, serials. Now when you watch serials, you desire for ultimate relationship, like shown on these soap operas and serials, right? And that is going to give you a desire of that kind of imaginative relationships, but it is also going to give you lack in your present time with what your relationships are right now. You are imagining it to be like that. Okay, and look at the celebs. Now the celebrities, what the kind of life they portray, the lifestyle, you want to have a lifestyle like them, it is giving you desire, and this desire is again giving you lack in your present moment with what you have. You want to be like that. So all in all, there's news, serials, and celebs. We all know from inside that all these things are not giving us right emotions. It's a gut feeling. If you are on that, if you are conscious on that level, okay. So those people who start becoming little conscious and gets on the path of self development, like for me, it had been a decade. I think I have not watched TV in that older way. When I was not that aware, I would watch TV day and night, okay. So once you get on the path of self development, you should dish it out. You should not watch TV and news and all, just to be up to date for what's happening in the world. You have a mobile phone and you can get the information in a very short time, okay. So most of the people in the self development, you will find that they don't watch TV. They have dished it out completely, and including me. And it is said that those who come on TV never watch TV, and those who watch TV never come on TV. It means they don't become successful. And all these celebrities and people that we are seeing, they are showing you the side which is not real. Most of them end up being depressed. If most is like exaggeration, but many of them become depressed. You know it. May it be my India, or may it be your Hollywood, or wherever you are watching it from. You know the lifestyles of the personal lifestyle of celebrities, how much depression they go through, and their personal issues and all, right? So the bottom line here is, try to dish it out. I would say dish it out completely, okay. Then what happens is, if you dish it out, there is one more thing, your mobile, okay. So what happens is, the transfer, how it happens is, from TV you go to mobile. This is like from pan to fire. Once you were in a hot frying pan, now you are into fire. The mobile, if you call it fire, is not an exaggeration. You can use it to cook your food, or you can use it to burn yourself, okay. See, in the mobile now, you see that porn and games, video games, porn, are easily accessible to everybody, and we all know that these are almost nothing to no good, almost no good, okay. And it destroys your personal life. And these two things, porn and games, I think all of us had been at a point into all these things, porn and games, but we all know that these things are not that good, or maybe good at all. So I have got over this porn and games at this point of time, and maybe I think it's been decades, I guess. So because I know that it's not going to contribute towards personal growth in my life, okay. This is I feel it is a waste of time, and most of the people on the path of self development will agree with me, okay. Let's see, there is social apps and valuable information in this mobile, right? So if you get to see, there is also a good side to mobile. If you want to increase your business, the social apps are going to help you, okay, to increase your business. But on the other hand, social apps are going to make you very addictive to likes and seeing the lifestyle of others. Valuable information is good, but even I fall trapped to this valuable information. It's consuming over information, okay. So I am guilty of this one. Again and again I fall into this one, that okay, I am consuming good information, but if you are not taking too much information, you are not taking action, you are not seeing the results in your life of whatever information you are watching, may it be for health, wealth, or relationship. If those areas of your life are not growing, so you are just over consuming. And even I am guilty of that one. I consume a lot of information, and and according what would you say, but I take very less action against what I do, and I think most of us are guilty of that, okay. And probably there will be a time that I will win more, okay. So this is a journey. So let's see, we can say that mobile is like a double-edged sword. You can protect yourself from it, from whatever ignorance you can say, because a lot of knowledge is available there, but you can also hurt yourself by going to the line of porn, games, and social apps addiction and over information. So it is like an addiction. You see, mobiles and games are like drugs, okay, and people who are too much into it are just like drug addicts, and it's very hard for them to give it up. It needs a lot of consciousness and introspection on a personal level. The best example would be a vehicle. Okay, you can say that the mobiles are like a vehicle. If you know how to drive a vehicle and you know the map, the destination, you are going to drive perfectly towards your destination. Okay, but if you don't know how to drive, the map and the destination, you are going to land up in wrong places, and this is what happens. Okay, most of the times in YouTube comments I see, how did I get to this video? Right? So this happens with all of us. Okay, so we have to become a perfect driver. We have to know how to control this wonderful but at the same time dangerous gadget. All right, so let's see these two things. How do they survive? The main thing is manufacturing desires. Okay, they want to manufacture desires inside you and sell you something, advertisements. Okay, so either TV or mobile, they are manufacturing desires into you. See, the problem here is if they are trying to sell you good things, all of them, and give you solutions for your life problems, it's wonderful, right? But we all know that that is not the case. Most of the things that are sold there are just gimmicks and just formula to manipulate you. Okay, so how do they manufacture advertisements and things like that to manipulate you? Listen here. See, if a person is dark, they are going to tell you that darkness is bad and you have to become fair to be more attractive to the opposite sex, and that is why you should use this cream of fairness or this lotion or whatever. If you are fair, they are going to tell you that your fairness is not good in your country and you got to be dark, and they will sell you tanning creams and all those stuff, right? So they are manufacturing your desires, okay, to be more attractive, and they are giving you lack, okay, that you lack this thing. All right, but it's not true. If you just have a personality, you can go ahead and get whatever you want, and these things will not help you at all. The people who know this. So they're just manufacturing desires. They're manufacturing, they know that you desire to be in a perfect shape, perfect fitness, so they will sell you magic potions, the liquids, or supplements to get rid of your belly fat, okay, to increase your height, and there are quick money making online schemes that you do this and you're going to make money in the online business like this. No, nothing works until you work. Most of these things are gimmicks. Okay, so but their job is to manufacture and sell, okay, and we get trapped. We have to just understand this one thing: nothing will work until we work. Okay, and this is not for those genuine people who are selling you real good solutions for your life. Okay, but majority, we all know that it's just gimmick, and when you understand this, you don't fall into traps. Okay, but what happens? Let's see. This whole conversation will not be complete without this quote. You end up buying what you don't need to show off to people's those you don't like, and with the money that you don't have. This is a quote from movie Fight Club, and how well said. Okay, this is the reality. Let's see it again. You buy things that you don't need because they manipulate you in thinking that you want this, but later you realize that it was of no help, and you are buying it to show off to people those you don't like, the people around you. Most of them are jealous of you and you're jealous of them. Maybe at least you know that may it be office setting or any setting, there is not that level of liking for each other. Okay, so you buy stuff for people to show off. Most of them you don't like, and with the money that you don't have. Okay, see what is happening. People are buying, most of the people are buying the cars and latest mobiles on installments, loan from bank. Okay, why? Just to show off to others. All right, and probability is to show off to all those people whom they don't like. So but this is like a bitter truth, hard to swallow, but this is the truth. This is the right thing. We see it around in societies, we see it around, we see it doing it ourselves, we have done it ourselves too, okay, or we might be still doing it, okay. And when you buy certain thing, you know that you want the next version. In just few years the thing becomes obsolete, okay, and you desire for something more. You have this car now, you want that car. You have this mobile now, you want that mobile. So this is like known as, it's called hedonic treadmill. You should remember and research about this if you already don't know. Hedonic treadmill, that is, your desires will never get end. They are going to go higher, 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 and it's like a treadmill which is not going to stop, and you are going to keep running. The treadmill of desire is not going to stop, okay. So Mahatma Buddha just don't say, and you know what desire is giving? You lack, you're not feeling good in the present moment. So Mahatma Buddha just did not say it like that, that desires give you suffering, okay. So see, this is how desires create lack, and this lack creates suffering inside you. So this is not a good model to live like a good life, just filled of desires. I'm going to give you a master key here. I'm also going to share with you how to achieve your goals and all the stuff, the practical stuff, okay, because in self development it's all about taking your life to the peak. My channel is named Peak Living System, how to live peak, getting at peak at every area of your life. So I don't mean to say here that you have to be impractical. No, that's the other side of coin which we are going to discuss here. But right now I want to share with you a master key, amazing master key. And this is, if you just go through this as an experience right now, you're going to learn a lot here. The things are going to happen instantly right now. You're going to experience it. See, if you understand this diagram, this is the core of what I'm talking here. This is the master key. You got to remember this, you got to screenshot it and go through it again and again. See, let's consider this as point A of where you are right now. Whatever your life circumstances is, you are at point A, okay, and this B point are the desires that you have, okay. So I am here at point A and I want this point B things, all these desires which I have. So what desires do in the present moment, when you have desire for something else, okay, you are creating feeling of lack, I don't have that thing, feeling of insufficiency, feeling of scarcity, okay. And remember this, what you feel is what you attract more. If you feel lack, you will attract more lack. If you feel unseen, you are going to attract more insufficiency. If you are going to feel scarcity, you are going to attract more scarcity. There is whole science behind it, okay. So all these feelings are created because you are desiring, and that is creating a lack. All right, now our mind is like a torch. You are focusing above on the desires, the consciousness is like a torch, then you are going to create a lack. Now why not turn this torch around and bring it in present moment and see what we have got. And one of the best way to do is look below you, okay. So on this graph of life, there are people who are below you. For example, if you are watching this on a mobile right now, so probably you have a mobile, okay. So you are far better than those people who don't even have a mobile right now, who are so poor, they may not have eaten today, they may not have any idea how they are going to get the next meal. So when you see those people and then you see yourself, you realize that I am so more accomplished than them, I am already better than so many people in the world, right? And that gives you that you and if you feel that truly from your heart, because I want you to experience this right now, so try to feel it, try to look below you, okay. And then if you have done it right, you are going to feel thankful for what you have right now. Change of the table direction, okay. So in the present moment, that was one way to look below, and look right now, you are already accomplished than most other people. Second thing, achieving this human body is an achievement in itself. So you are already an achiever, you are already accomplished, you are already an achiever. Being alive right now is already something to be so thankful for you. It's better than being dead right now, right? Being able to breathe is something to be so thankful for you. So if when you focus in present moment, you are going to find a lot of things to be thankful. Feeling alive, being alive, being able to breathe right now, right? So try to experience this. I'm alive right now. I'm able to breathe right now. Okay. So all this lack is gone right now. You are feeling thankful. You are feeling thankful. That means that is going to bring happiness. Being thankful, it is such a strong feeling. The feeling of gratitude, the feeling of being thankful, that no negative emotions can come in right now. The vibrations have changed. So being thankful makes you being truly happy, and this is your default state. As a kid, you practice it, being happy, every day for years till when you were a kid. Okay, so being happy, being in the present moment, this is the default state, boss. This is the default state, my dear friend. So you just have to be conscious. That is it. What happens is, what we do, the mistake that we do is, we cover this wonderful present moments, jewels of happiness, of these realizations, with the weight of desires. We got to cut this off. All these desires are covering like a blanket on our consciousness. Okay, so we got to turn this torch of focus of consciousness onto the present moment, right? So when you do that, you get at ease immediately. You become happy immediately. It's instant. So that is why I said instant happiness. You just do this and you experience. It's not just theory. You experience instant happiness, being in present, being thankful for being alive, for breathing. Okay, such a wonderful experience. You have already achieved this human body. You are an achiever. You are already you are already more accomplished than people, those who are not as accomplished as you. So it's all the game of getting into the present moment, being conscious. There are books written on it. One of the best one I can tell you is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Okay, the power of now. There is so much of power in now, but we are not in now. We are always in future or past. Okay, let's see. This gives you ease. But desires give you disease. Disease of your mind. It's one of the biggest disease of your mind, I would say. So desire, always remember, is disease. That is why now you may be able to understand why Buddha said desire is the root to all suffering. He said that, right? So now you understand why did he say that, why he had to say that. Okay, but there is also other side of the coin. So this is Mahatma Buddha. Okay, for myself to remember, I have just drawn this Mahatma Buddha. Okay, so see the other side of coin. Being desireless does not mean that you become a vegetable and you are like a tree. You don't do anything. You don't accomplish your goals. No, that is the other side of the coin, where you have to achieve all the right goals, get into the peak of your health, wealth, and relationship. Peak as much is required. Okay, that is not, we don't have to overdo it. Okay, so there is a very simple two-step formula for that. Very simple. You set your goal. Okay, again, not unnecessary show of goals. I would recommend that, but you set any goal in the world, what your mind can perceive, you can really achieve. What your mind can conceive, you can achieve, right? So set a goal. First, number one step. Number two, just take action on it consistently. Okay. One thing that I want to add here, which I got from this book, Levels of Energy, very clearly, that people fail to believe. Belief of what level? We have all heard it that you should believe in your goals, but the belief of the level, this I got from Frederick Dodson from Levels of Energy. This guy says that whatever you want, imagine it like you are in a superstore and you have money to buy anything you want, and whatever you desire, you can just go and pick. Sorry, not desire. If you know how you can just go and pick it, you won't desire it, right? It's just that you are having it. The question of desire does not come there. You just go and have it. So on that level of belief, that kind of belief you should have with your actions, consistent actions, and nothing in this world can stop you. Okay, for what I have learned till now in this field of self-development. Taking it to a more practical analogy, what you can imagine here is that you are ordering something from online store. That would be more better analogy. You're ordering something from online store, and you have given order, all right, and that thing is going to be coming. Okay, in the superstore you're going to just pick it up. Okay, so but whatever you want to achieve may take some time. So consider it as ordering something from online store. It is going to be delivered. Have that kind of belief that I have ordered it and it's going to be delivered. The universe is going to do everything to deliver that to me. But catch me here, universe is going to do everything, but I have to become the medium of doing everything. Okay, I have to own it completely. I just can't be on that philosophy of law of attraction. It is true, okay, but I can't just be idle. I have to act. Law of action has to be mixed with law of attraction. Both things work, okay, but don't forget the law of action. You have to act consistently until you get it. So this is the simple step formula of whatever you want in this world, whatever you desire in this world, you can actually get it by just applying this 2-step formula. You know yourself that there is a person who is a wish maker, who keeps on thinking desires, okay, and there is a person who is an action taker, who from both of them is going to achieve things. Of course we all know action taker, right? But here is a golden question here, very important. Take it personally right now, because when you will take it personally you will understand. Golden question is why you don't have what you desire. Now this is the moment of experience. You're going to experience it, not just theory. When you ask yourself question, why I don't have what I desire, 3 question marks. Answer is very bitter, but it's like a bitter pill. If you just make yourself conscious that why you don't have what you desire, it's going to act as a bitter pill which is going to cure you of this disease of desire. How? See, most of the world, including you and me, what we don't have, and most of the people just what do? They just keep on desiring. What you don't have it because you are just desiring it and you fail to take action. You fail to believe. You don't take proper action. You don't believe it enough. Okay. So now look at the person who is an action taker. Suppose you become action taker. Okay. So whatever you wanted, if you just shift to taking action, consistent action, you can achieve anything in your health if you take proper, committed, consistent action in the field of health. There are only 3 areas in life: health, wealth and relationship. And if you take consistent action in your health, won't you be fit, as much fit and healthy as you want to be? But you fail to take action. New Year resolutions, people take action just for some time, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks max, and then they just wait for another new year to put the resolutions again. People don't take action. That is the bottom line. And those who take action always get whatever they want. You can get whatever you want, okay? Your efforts are never going to go in vain. You are going to be rewarded some way or other. So take action. If you take action in your wealth department, no matter what goal you keep, okay, I said whatever goal you keep, you're going to achieve it. About relationship, whatever your goal is, take action there also, and you can make it's like an art, it's like in science. It's a combination of art and science. You can have wonderful relationships, but you fail to take the efforts and the action that you should really be taking in all these 3 departments, and that is why you don't have what you say you don't have. Okay, so remember this. I would finish this whole thing by this quote: "You don't get what you desire. You get what you deserve." You have to become deserving, and you become deserving by taking actions, preparing yourself for it. So it is said, right? Preparation, luck is labor under correct knowledge. No, it is something that I'm forgetting what the whole quote is, but the essence is that you have to prepare. Opportunity is going to land up, but it may find you are not prepared, and you prepare yourself by taking actions into that field or whatever you are desiring. Okay, so taking action is the way to become deserving. So remember, you don't get what you desire, you get what you deserve. So become deserving. And fortune favors the bold. Okay, who takes bold action, massive actions. I remember Tony Robbins here: take massive actions for whatever you want. Action is the master key. All right, so one thing that can go wrong here. You might feel motivated, and you might feel motivated to take actions. You may take actions for some time. Things that can go wrong here. See, one thing I just skipped. You will use this graph and come into the present moment and get at ease. Okay. Again, because of your old habits, you will get in disease. Then again, you have to get into the present moment. So this will keep happening. I don't know till when, but it is going to keep happening. It keep happening to me, and most of the master level instructors and self development coach I know. This thing keeps happening, but you have to become conscious. The levels are going to increase. You are going to after practicing it for a longer time, you are going to find more balance in your life. Okay, but things may come. So this is like a skill that you have to master. All right. And other thing about your actions, when you take action, only one thing can go wrong there. You won't be consistent because of your habits, older habits, because of the people around you, okay, demotivating you. So what you got to do is you have to commit yourself completely to self-development, okay, and you have to connect with the people, those who are already the masters of self-development, those who are pioneers, those are higher than you, okay. I don't think that anybody is on to the peakest, highest level of whom I know, but there, if the people are ahead in the game then you got to learn from these people, okay. Few people, genuine people, I can tell you is you should start reading the books by Tony Robbins if you have not yet. Awaken the Giant Within is one very good book. By Robin Sharma, Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is very good book to start. By Stephen Pressfield, The War of Art, not Art of War, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, wonderful book. You should get this book, War of Art. Very small little book. You can get it in your Kindle app. Just finish within 1 or 2 hours, I guess, 2 hours most. War of Art is very good book. Psycho-Cybernetics is one book I highly recommend, and the power of subconscious mind. And one book which I'll recommend is Power versus Force. This is also a wonderful book, okay. So commit yourself to self-development, and finishing this whole thing with the 4 morals from the whole thing. Number 1 is hack away unnecessary desires. Unnecessary desires like to show off others. Okay, things I want to desire this thing to show off others. I want to buy a BMW, Mercedes to show off others. That's not like very mature desire. In the beginning, even I had all these goals or desires. Okay, but you got to do hack away these unnecessary desires, because I'm a life coach, self-development coach, and these people with BMW and all these companies, owners, they come to me and they're depressed and they want solutions out of their depressions, okay. So that's not, better thing is to become, rather than wanting a piece of metal junk, why not make this machine more efficient, okay. So you should set goals for self-development, for self-growth. 2 goals that I can leave you with may consume your lifetime. Number 1 is becoming the best version of yourself in the health, in wealth, in relationship. Best version, okay, the fittest you, the healthiest you, the strongest you, the most mobile and agile you. Having that goal, best version of yourself, okay. And the second is contributing back to the society, the people around you, okay. I won't say word, you can keep it word. Make your goal as big as you can, but then you should actually do something. So the best thing is start somewhere around you. Start contributing back to your people, your society. Contribution means what? You can tell them these things. You can share this video with somebody you know. Okay, you are contributing back. Okay, you just share this knowledge, what you have learned from here, or what you learned from these books and all. Okay, I am also trying to contribute back of what I have learned. All right. So this is these 2 goals will consume your lifetime, becoming the best version of yourself and contributing back, okay, contributing to the society and the people around you and to the world. All right. Now third thing is take action on consistently. Okay, you just do something for some time and then leave it, you won't get the results. Okay, you got to take it till the end. Okay, take what is said. You can either give up, you can give in, or you can give your whole, something like that. So take action consistently, till the end, take it till the end. Always be a person who take things to the end, okay? The goals to the end, whatever you want, okay? And important thing, believe in the way I discussed here. Believe it completely that you already have ordered it and you are going to have it. That level of belief is required. Fourth most important step, if you just take this step, and I think it is going to help you get to these 3 steps again and again, that is, get around with like-minded people, those who are on the journey of self-development, those who are already on to the self-development, because others are those who won't understand these things are going to demotivate you and pull you back into the habits that they have, into the habits, your older habits, okay? So get surrounded with the like-minded people, and the best way to do is joining groups on your Facebook, because it's hard to get people around in your city and all. If you are living in a small city, but in the groups, and then from those groups you can find people in your city also, and listen, learn and study the pioneers, the masters of the field of self-development, okay? So kind of the names that I shared with you here, and there are many more other names, and very soon I'm going to make a video on the people, those who have inspired me, and I believe that everybody should try to learn from them, okay? So I'm going to shoot a video for that. So in the end, I would like to just say that you can share this wonderful information with people and do your contribution, okay? And you should join this platform if you are on the path of self-development, because there is a lot I have got to share with you people. Whatever I have learned, I will try to share my best with you guys, okay? So thank you very much. That is it.